Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariola. So as you can see from the title, we are doing a law school recap of the semester. If you've been here before, you know, and if you haven't, then I always do a recap of what my semester has been like. So for the first year, I did per semester. Second year, I did a recap of the whole year. But since this is the last and final year, I think it is fitting to do one per semester. So we are doing a recap. And also I want to tell you guys about a product that I was sent over. It is called magicmind and it is perfect. It arrived at the perfect time because it was finals week. So you will see it towards the end of the video when I try it out and I tell you guys about my experience. But it is actually to help you with your energy and to stay focused. And I have been drinking, as you will see very soon, coffee. I drink tea in the morning, pre-workout when I work out, and then coffee. So I have been over caffeinated this semester because it's been a very busy semester, as you will see. So I was very grateful that they sent these over to me. Let me tell you a little bit about the company. And I already showed you this clip, but I'm a big fan of packaging and I wanted to show you how pretty it is and how it has two quotes on the sides that I think are really motivational and awesome. It comes with a pamphlet that has a lot of awesome information, so I definitely recommend you pause the video if you want to read it. But in the package, you will get 2-ounce drinks that can be productivity or focus shots, or you can also make it into a drink and also mix it with your coffee if you'd like. It has a combination of ingredients such as matcha, which helps you with focus and attention, a little bit of caffeine but doesn't make you jittery as coffee usually makes, and it doesn't give you that crash that happens afterwards. It also has natural nootropics that helps with procrastination and impulsivity, as well as mushrooms to boost clarity and focus. So overall, this is perfect to take 15 to 30 minutes before you need to be focused, which is what I did for my finals week. And as you will see soon, it worked wonders. Make sure to stay until the end of the video when it's finals week to learn about my experience with the products. So thank you magicmind so much for sending these over and let's get into the video. This is the last week of July. It's been a crazy week. So we actually got what we're going to be asked about in the baby bar, what I'm calling it, but it's actually like a simulated bar exam that I'm taking in about 3 weeks. Thankfully, it's way shorter than the actual bar exam, so I'm not as stressed with that anymore, so I'm feeling a lot better with that. And Saturday is our first day where we meet the new students. And finally, I just heard back from the law school journal that I had applied for, and I got in. So I'm super pumped. Also, just realized that means I have to try to balance that plus the 2 part-time jobs plus all the schoolwork that I get. So it's gonna be extra crazy because if you saw my every time I keep adding stuff. The first year was just trying to get used to law school. Second year was getting used to law school and 2 jobs. And now this third final year is gonna be getting used to law school, 2 jobs, and now writing for the law journal. But I'm pumped anyway, so let's see. The first day so far was good. The only weird part is the fact that my classes are all in the evening. I'm used to being in school by 9 or 10 a.m. Today I was in school for class at 2 p.m. and tomorrow my first class is at 4 p.m. So this is very bizarre, but I'm also liking the fact that I have my mornings to study, to go to work, and do all these things. So we shall see how it goes. It is the end of week 1. I am exhausted, but I think I finally mastered my anxiety during the first week of school, because I have noticed that it never goes according to plan. It's always very stressful. The first week is really hard for me as I get used to a new schedule, how my new time management is going to be like, what kind of readings I have to do for class, because sometimes some professors are really like, you need to read everything and I will call on you, while others are like, you have to read this, but I'll be discussing most of it. So you know how to gauge how much work you actually have to put into it. So this first week I had no anxiety attacks, which is amazing. Today's Saturday, I actually had to go to school for a meeting for the law journal. And then next Friday, I also have a meeting at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be a lot of extracurricular activities, but I feel like I'm doing great. I'm honestly super stoked for this semester. It's the end of the second week and I'm still as exhausted as the first week. I feel a little bit better in terms of my time management, getting an idea of what my schedule is gonna look like in terms of studying and working out, but I'm still exhausted. It is Friday and I am leaving for school. It is 5:20 p.m. I have a meeting at 6 p.m. for the law journal. It's like a plagiarism taller, I forgot how to say it. And then tomorrow is the baby bar, la revalida simulada. And I have to be in school at 8 in the morning and it finishes at 1:30 p.m. So I'm already so exhausted from just thinking about these next couple of days. I am back home now, so I got there around 7:45. It was supposed to start at 8 a.m. Shocker, it did not start in time. The first part was 30 multiple choice questions. It came exactly what they said in the email. There were a couple of things that came that were not in the email that I didn't study, and I honestly did not know the answer. I finished at like 9:45, and then by 10:15 we were back doing then the second part, which was 2 it was 2 questions, but each question inside had maybe 3 to 5 additional questions. So those were the essay ones. I must say it was good practice to notice how much of a beast the bar exam actually is gonna be. I thought it was gonna be, oh, it's gonna be fine. If we've been learning this throughout the whole semester, the whole year, it should be pretty easy, right? No. So definitely it humbled me. It is still the same day. It's literally been since 2:30 till 5:30, 3 hours trying to figure out my topic for the law school journal. 3 of those 4 topics I cannot talk about because it has already been done. I currently have no power, had to get ready with no power, but it is 5:11 p.m. and I am heading to school because I'm so nervous. I'm sweating because it's hot and I'm sweating because I'm nervous. Like my heart rate is going so fast, but I have to go to school now because I have to go present the 3 topics that I would like to investigate for the law journal. And I'm so anxious because, as you've seen, I find a topic I want to do and it's already done, or I can't do it because of some reason. So I'm very nervous that they're going to say no to all 3 of my topics tonight. So I'm very anxious. And also, I'm literally second to last person out of 11 people. So I have to sit there anxiously waiting for it to be over. It is 9:30 p.m. and I'm finally home. I have mixed feelings because the professor that I had been talking to and that I was more looking forward to his feedback had to leave. So other people that kind of commented on the topic of the professors kind of knew about it but didn't because it has to do with artificial intelligence. Starting this week, we have to start giving un interrogatorio directo. We all had different cases and stuff like that, and we have to prepare our witness, and I'm so tired. It's Friday night. It's just the beginning of the weekend and everything just feels like it doesn't stop. I almost forgot to record for today, and yes, I actually got a haircut. It is Friday, and this past week was very, very interesting and stressful. As you saw, I had a breakdown on Sunday because I was very overwhelmed. I had a lot of deadlines coming up. It was also my birthday weekend and also time to start midterms, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna make this work. In addition to the fact that I had to start submitting a lot of stuff for the law journal in the sense of like the investigation plan, the justification. We had meetings almost every Friday and Saturday, so it took a lot of time from my studying, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? I actually had to wake up every day at 5:30 to study, and it was eternal, and I think I'm used to it. I might be getting numb to the fact that I have ojeras. I forgot even how to say that in English. Oh my god. Okay, apparently the no sleep is having some effect, but I haven't been as tired as I thought I was going to. I've been able to function. I've been having coffee and tea every day, so that's also another thing. I've actually had time to work out. I feel honestly pretty good. If you let me sleep for 14 hours I might, but so far so good. It is the second to last week of September, and this was supposed to be the last week of school, so that way next week could be the week of midterms. But that did not happen because last week around Saturday we were hit by Hurricane Fiona, and literally everybody lost power and water. And by Tuesday, even though the university had water and had electricity because of their generator, they still said that they were going to cancel classes for the week, and then we're pushing back everything for a week. So this last week was very interesting because I had to work and study sometimes in the dark, and it was pretty crazy. Sometimes I wouldn't have any signal on top of not having power. There was no Wi-Fi, so I would be incommunicado for a little while. But we are back to normal somewhat. We got power on Wednesday, so even though I didn't have class for the rest of the week, I still worked from home. Like today, Friday, I still did homework. My mom kept saying like, why do you keep studying if you have no class? But time did not stop for me. I still have to meet deadlines in the sense of the law review article that I have to do, so that didn't help. So even though there was nothing to do, I still had to do my readings. It is Thursday, 6th, and I just finished my midterms for the week. This was a crazy week because I think I told you guys I was going to a Richmond trip. We arrived like Sunday night, so I didn't study at all for midterms that whole weekend. So on Monday morning I studied before that midterm, which was Derecho Hipotecario, and then Tuesday I had the day off, so I studied for my other 2. Wednesday I had Ética, and then today, Thursday, from 6 to 8 p.m, that's why it's nighttime, I had Notarial. For my notary class, oh my god, I got to the exam late. I was actually here on time. I went to the classroom that it was scheduled for and nobody was there. I survived midterms week. It's been a really weird midterms week. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how this week has been. It's only Wednesday and it's already been a jam-packed week. So I got back most of my grades. I'm still missing the first midterm. Second one, my ethics one that I felt was very tricky, I got half of the bonus right. and the ones that I knew I was gonna, that were tricky for me were the ones that I got wrong. A lot of people did not do so well, and they are also angry because they think that it was done, I don't know, it was done in a way which, of course, they do it on purpose to trick us, but just certain aspects that maybe weren't discussed is what's rubbing people the wrong way. My notary class, which was a total surprise, I actually got 100, which I was not expecting at all. So that was great. And then yesterday I also had to interrogate my witness in my litigation class, and I got 100 on that too. So it's been a good week thus far with that. Also, today, Wednesday, it is now 1 p.m. and I just made it home. We actually went to the Supreme Court, and it was so cool because with the association, la Asociación de Derecho Laboral, I would insert there, you just saw what that was in English, took us to the Supreme Court, and we had like 2 hours with 3 different people, and then they took us around the Supreme Court. We saw the library, we saw where they hold the sessions and all these things. So it was really cool. It was an awesome experience, and I'm so happy I decided to wake up early and go. Another big thing happening this week is I have to submit on Sunday, which is my dad's birthday, of course, my first draft of the paper for the law journal, the law review. So it's going great thus far. I just have to do a complete read through, and unfortunately I already have like 40 pages. So it's been a lot of writing, which is why I've had to wake up early. I'm feeling confident. It's been a good week. I'm just really tired. It is Friday, 9 p.m. It's about to be Halloween. I have no idea what day it is. I'm assuming it's the 27th. I got back my baby bar exam. This doesn't count for a grade. It's basically our schools in Puerto Rico have this baby bar in different stages, and it's just to test how you're doing, how much you're learning, so you can identify your strengths, your weaknesses, to see what you should focus on as you study for the actual bar. And if you don't pass it, you have to take this 2-credit class, which is to just review stuff. Thankfully, I passed. And then today, Friday, we had oral presentations for the law review. It's like under 10 minutes about what we researched, how our paper is doing, and updating. And mine was so freaking long. I had a lot to discuss. I was talking so fast, but I'm glad I got done with that. And of course, I was anxious because it's who I am, but I got really great feedback, so I'm really happy with how that went. Friday, November 4th, and there's 2 big things happening today. We have the initiation, or the welcome to the whole law journal. We've been having to move it so much because of scheduling conflicts, because of hurricanes. So it's finally happening towards the end of the semester, and I'm super excited. And around 8 p.m. I have to do my class registration, which if you've been here before, you know that is a horrible day. I always have to prepare like an hour in advance. I always end up crying because I can never get my classes, or something always goes wrong. Well, guess what's already going wrong? I cannot log into my account. For some reason, it gives me so much struggle. Like after going back and forth for 10 minutes is when I'm able to log in. So I have no idea how it's gonna go today. Other than that, this whole week, the only big thing that's happened was that I had to do my cross interrogation. The professor acted as our witness for everybody, and he was very, very tough. So it was very interesting. He did not want to answer any questions. If you said something, he would take it the wrong way, and it was just like a lot of back and forth. Good practice. I literally sweated so much. I had to take my mask off because my glasses were fogging up because I could not stop sweating because I was so nervous while I was up there. But thankfully, did good. Now just have to survive today, and I will let you know how it goes. Can't believe it, but today was the last day of school. Or of class, not school. It's the week after Thanksgiving, and I noticed I haven't updated in a month, but it's because it's been the exact same thing. I've been waking up on like Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at like 5:30, and I've been working on the essay. I finally submitted my law review article. That was 2 Sundays ago. See, as soon as we hit that month mark, so the first week of November, I started studying for finals. So the same thing I always do. So this time was a little different because last Monday, so I believe it was November 22nd, which was Tuesday, we had our final for our notary class. So we finished that class early, which was really nice. For my litigation class, I don't know what happened. I think the professor has been having a lot of personal situations happening, and our schedule was a disaster. But for some reason, this exercise has me really stressed because we basically have to do another interrogation and another cross, and we have to bring a witness, but this time it's actually like a case. So we are working with somebody else, and we have to do the objections for the other people, and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm nervous on. And then I have to write the essay for my history class. So as soon as I was done with my law review article, I started doing then my essay for my history class, which has been another freaking disaster because that professor is very sweet, but he's also just all over the place. So it's not been a very pleasant class But I'm almost done with that. So honestly, right now it's just a lot of grinding the last couple of things for the finals and then finishing the essay and then my litigation. So I'm stressed, but I will keep you updated. It is Friday, December 2nd. We are officially 3 days away from finals starting, and it has been such a freaking doozy day. It is only 2 p.m. As you can see, I haven't been able to dry my hair yet. I haven't had time to have breakfast yet. So I thought I was doing so well with my studying, and I was so ahead that I decided to actually work today. I wasn't supposed to work. I got this week and the next week off to just focus on finals. And I was like, you know what? I will work today. So I worked just 5 hours. I thought I would still be able to work and study afterwards. Totally doable. And that's what I'm gonna do now. But I was so busy. We lost power for like 2 hours. I have to immediately study for one of my finals, and then I have to start getting ready because I'm going out later. So I'm a little crunched for time, and even though I wish I could just rest, I cannot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try for the first time Magic Mind, because I am in very much need for energy for me to be able to study, get ready, and go out and do more things. So I'm gonna take you through my first taste test. Smells just like matcha green tea latte, and I could easily take a shot of this, but with the day I've had, I really want to make it into a little latte. Definitely a way more intense matcha taste, I think, that I'm used to. I can definitely taste other ingredients. I remember reading a little bit. Definitely going to be an acquired taste. It's not bad. I think it's the mushrooms, I think I was reading, that are coming into the forefront after the matcha. So that's just the only thing that I have to get used to, because I'm just used to having my matcha green tea and it being super smooth. So a couple of flavors that I need to get used to, but I'm excited to keep drinking this, and I will let you know also in 30 minutes how I'm feeling energy wise. I am about to head out, and I forgot to update you guys after the 30 minutes, but I did want to say after 30 minutes of drinking it, I was so focused. I was able to do my studying in about 30 minutes. I was able to do my makeup. I filmed a video, so I got a lot done, and now I'm heading out. But also I noticed that I think the flavor that was hitting me too much was the honey. For some reason, it was like at the bottom of my drink. So whenever I was drinking out of the straw, I was getting pure honey. So it was very intense, but towards the end, when I was getting more of the drink, overall, the flavor was way better. It is the Sunday before finals start. I am so freaking tired. I had a horrible night's sleep last night. I'm about to start studying for finals, and then we have a Christmas date planned later, so I'm a little bit stressed with time, and I'm also exhausted. So I'm definitely going to drink some Magic Mind right now and hopefully get in the zone and get everything done in time. Just had Magic Mind with my breakfast, and I must say the taste was a lot better. I kept stirring it every time before I was about to take a sip, so that way the honey and any other ingredients weren't just sediment at the bottom. But it has been about 30 minutes. I do feel a lot more awake. As you saw beforehand, I was very tired and yawning, but right now I feel really good. So I'm going to start studying for my final that I have tomorrow, which in my opinion is the biggest final, so we shall see. It is Friday, December 16th, and I got my grades back in, and I'm in genuine shock. I got straight A's. I've literally never gotten straight A's in law school. That is insane. Last week was my finals, and I felt pretty good, honestly. I was genuinely shocked at the fact that I felt more confident in the finals than what I experienced in midterms, and you already know how that happened. So I was genuinely shocked. Monday and Tuesday of this week, we had our final litigation exercises, which was basically that whole case I was telling you guys about. You had to work with your partners. It was a lot easier in the process than what it seemed from the beginning. Thank you again to Magic Mind so much for sending your products over. I really enjoyed trying them out, and they came at a perfect time with my finals. As you can see, I'm still drinking and I'm almost done, and I'm definitely going to start using it as well during the next semester, as well as my bar exam prep over the summer. So make sure to come back and check out those videos, because you already know I'm going to be vlogging throughout it. I love the fact that you can have it in different ways. You can have it as an iced matcha tea latte, which is what I've been usually doing because I love it. But you can also take it as a shot in case you're running out of time and you don't have time to prepare anything. You can take it as a shot, which is what I did for my litigation exercise right before we started. I also like that they have different ingredients that are very beneficial. For example, they have the nootropics that helps you to eliminate procrastination. So honestly, while I was taking it, I was never on social media. I was so busy doing everything. So I definitely felt those beneficial side effects, and you get energized without getting the jittery feelings that I sometimes get with coffee. I really enjoyed how I felt and everything I've been able to do while taking Magic Mind. And of course, something awesome is that they have a money back guarantee if you don't enjoy your experience. So that is awesome in case you don't like it and you don't enjoy it. Make sure to check them out. I'm going to link it down below, as well as my discount code and Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!